There was once a time in my life when mornings felt heavy. I would wake up, drag myself out of bed, and wonder, what am I really doing all this for? Yes, I had responsibilities. Yes, I had goals written on paper. But somewhere deep inside, a hollow emptiness remained. It was as though I was living each day on autopilot, moving but not really living. It was during this restless period that I first stumbled across a Japanese word, Ikigai. At first, it seemed like just another foreign concept, one of those self-help ideas that people talk about and forget. But something about it drew me in. The word itself, when translated, means a reason for being. A reason to wake up each morning with hope, with joy, with meaning. I remember reading about an old Japanese fisherman who embodied this word perfectly. He lived in a small coastal village, and every day, before the first rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, he would rise. His boat, worn with age, carried the marks of countless journeys at sea. Yet every morning, with steady hands and a calm smile, he pushed it into the water. The waves were not always kind, the labor was not always easy, but he never complained. Fishing was more than work to him. It was what he loved, what he was good at, what provided for his family, and what served his village. It was his Ikigai. Hearing his story stirred something in me. Could it be possible that life is not about chasing success, but about discovering our own personal reason to live? Could it be that true fulfillment lies at the intersection of passion, skill, purpose, and livelihood? The more I reflected, the clearer it became. Ikigai is not some distant treasure waiting to be found. It is something we shape day by day. It is the balance point between four essential questions. What do I love? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? And what can I be rewarded for? When these four circles overlap, life suddenly makes sense. Work no longer feels like a burden. Instead, it becomes an expression of who we are. Think about it. A teacher who loves to share knowledge, who has the skill to inspire young minds, who is needed by society, and who is paid for her work. She is living her Ikigai. A doctor who heals, not just because of salary, but because he finds joy in service. That is Ikigai. Even an artist painting quietly in a small studio, creating beauty that touches others, is fulfilling their Ikigai. And yet, so many of us feel lost because we live on only one or two of these circles. Some of us chase money in jobs we hate. Some of us follow passions but cannot sustain ourselves. Others serve the world but forget to care for their own needs. Without balance, the soul grows weary. I began asking myself those four questions. Slowly, I realized that my Ikigai was not something huge or grand. It was hidden in simple things I had overlooked. I loved storytelling. I had a gift for words. The world always needs stories that inspire. And yes, it could also become my livelihood. When I saw this connection, life transformed. Suddenly, mornings did not feel heavy anymore. I no longer dragged myself out of bed. I rose with a sense of purpose. Ikigai teaches us that happiness is not in wealth alone, nor in fame, nor in fleeting pleasures. It is in waking up each day knowing that what you do matters. It is in finding harmony between your heart, your skills, your needs, and the world's needs. So, if you feel lost, do not despair. Begin your own journey of Ikigai. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? Where do my strengths lie? What service can I give to others? And how can I turn it into a sustainable path? The answers will not come overnight, but with patience, clarity will bloom. Remember this, Ikigai is not a destination, it is a way of living. It is the quiet force that pulls you forward even on difficult days. It is the whisper in your heart that says, "This is why I am here." And when you discover your Ikigai, life will no longer feel like a burden. It will feel like a gift, one worth waking up for every single morning.